Hi, welcome to Communicating Effectively with Children and Young People. My name is Wendy Usher and I'm going to be leading you through this particular training module. It's quite exciting. There's lots that's going to be happening. On this particular one, we've got lots of different free downloads to be able to offer you. You will have been sent a copy of a book that I've written called It's Not All About Talking. There's also free games and activities, free observation sheets, free posters. There's lots to be able to download on PDFs, and you'll also have a chance to be able to see a number of different short videos to be able to support you and help you in this particular training. What we'd recommend is that with the All About Talking book is that you have a series of post-it notes while you read your way through it, and then just post it those pages that you think are useful and to come back to them at different times. Okay, so what will we be doing? Well, the learning outcomes, there are 4 of these. First one is understand what is meant by communicating effectively and the importance of appropriate communication. Well, what is appropriate communication? It varies incredibly for each child. If you have a child on the autism spectrum who's a visual learner, then it may be better to use something like a visual symbol. Or if you've got a child with English as a second language, again, you may be thinking about different types of communication. But it's not just about the communication that we're giving, it's the communication that we're receiving, how we read that, as well as how the children read it. There are many different tribes across the whole of the world speaking different languages, and many of those actually don't use verbal communication at all. They use signs, they use symbols, they use different types of techniques such as clicking, and we're going to be exploring different types of communication and what they might mean for children and young people. Number 2 is to recognise the different types of augmented communication systems and how they can be used in different settings. Well, what's an augmented communication system? It's something that it says on the can. It augments, it helps, it provides extra to a communication that allows the child to understand what you're talking about. So it could be that you're actually giving the child a visual symbol. It could be perhaps that you're actually offering up an object of reference for the child or young person to be able to see, or it could be a computer program, or it could be an adapted telephone. There's lots of different types of augmented communication systems, and we'll have a look at those. So number 3 is know how to listen to children and young people effectively. If you're looking at the UNICEF's children's rights documents, then there's several articles there that are actually really important to children. But Article 12 is actually know how to listen to children and young people effectively, listening to them in areas that truly affect their lives. And it's actually important, not just in the big issues, but to be able to listen to children so that they think and they know that actually they're important to us, that they're involved in the smaller decisions and not just the large ones. And then finally, number 4 is recognise the importance of sharing information. Okay, so sharing information, you might think that's around form filling, but it's not really. It's actually around recognising how information needs to be shared between a teacher and a lunchtime assistant or a teaching assistant. So we'll have a look at that and see the importance of it and how best to do that. And again, there'll be resources to download for this one. So if we're working through, then really we want to make sure that our children and young people are being supported by us using effective communication. We really hope you enjoy this course.